Hello Valley Region TSA. My name is Sam Rooker, and I'm your Valley Region historian. Today, I'm going to be introducing you to one of the competitions called music production. Music production is a competition specifically for high school students. It can be competed in at the regional fair, the state competition, and the national competition. Now, music production is an interesting competition because it combines your technology side and the arts side of TSA. Music production has three main components that you can do and that you can participate in. You can compose an original piece, you will create documentation about the piece, and you will mix your musical piece. Now, there's several different applications you can use to compete in this competition. One that I would highly suggest for beginners or people who aren't super musically skilled is GarageBand. GarageBand is a program that comes with most Apple computers, including desktops and laptops. It allows you to compose a piece, mix the piece, and export it in a number of formats. There are several different input devices you can use to create your piece. One of them is musical typing, which turns your keyboard on your computer into a musical keyboard like a piano. Another one is the Apple looped sounds, which are already built into GarageBand. You can layer them in your track head, and you can create an original piece there. You can also import pieces you've created in other applications, and then you can mix them using the GarageBand mixers. GarageBand is a great way to get into music production. There's a various number of ways you can mix your sounds, create your sounds, and ways that you can up your competition level. Another application you can use to create your submission for music production is MuseScore. MuseScore allows you to write and sort of mix your musical submission piece. You can create your own piece using real notes and a real score. There are a variety of instruments you can use, and it's formatted usually in a full score layout, the way you can see on my current screen. There are so many different things you can do with MuseScore. You can create a variety of intervals. You can create a variety of rhythms. You can choose from a variety of instruments. But the great part about MuseScore is you can play back rhythms in real time. MuseScore is a great program to use if you have experience in composition but want to up your musical level from GarageBand. I would suggest specifically if you're using MuseScore to export your file out of MuseScore and import it in your GarageBand to mix it there. MuseScore is great for composing, but not so great for mixing, so you will want to find an auxiliary program to mix your piece after you've composed it in MuseScore. The next program I would suggest for composing and mixing your piece is a digital audio workspace. Now, a digital audio workspace is what professional musical composers and producers use to create their scores. One program I could suggest if you want to get started for free or for cheap is a program called ABLETON Live. There are free options and cheap options that are great for getting started in music production. There is quite a bit of learning curve with all of the ABLETON programs. However, if you're willing to do some research and get involved, they're pretty easy to learn. Don't let the price discourage you with some of these digital audio workspaces. There are some fantastic digital audio workspaces that are completely free, such as Audacity. I would highly suggest you do some research and decide for yourself if you're ready to compete with a digital audio workspace, or if you should wait some time until you believe you're comfortable with using it. The judges for music production grade you in two aspects: your documentation and your musical piece. Your musical piece is based on your creativity and uniqueness, its artisanship, its energy and style, its appropriateness, and its overall appeal. Don't let the theme that is annual and the same for every year for music production discourage you. The theme is to create an opening piece of music for the general session and the closing session at the National TSA Conference. That is a very loose theme. You can do a lot of things with it, and you can create a variety of projects to apply yourself to the theme. However, make sure that you really apply TSA's core values in the final project you produce. The second aspect that the judges will grade you on is your documentation. Every music production group has to create documentation for their piece. The documentation is a great way for you to convey your ideas and the intent of your piece to the judges, especially at the regional fair where you don't have a traditional interview to introduce your project. There are several different aspects that judges will grade you on in your documentation, including your portfolio components, as in all the pages are there, your plan of work log, and your track timeline. But music production also has several go, no-go categories. Your PDF of your documentation must be present for the virtual competition. In the real competition, it would be your portfolio, printed and formatted correctly. Your audio composition must be submitted in the proper format. For the virtual competition this year, that is an MP3 file. For the real in-person competition, that is a CD-burned disc. The track timeline must be in the proper format included. Please see the rules guide for more information on the track timeline. And then, you must also make sure that your documentation is properly formatted so the judges can view it on any device. I would highly suggest that you compete in the music production competition. I've had a blast in the past few years of high school competing in this competition. And if you're interested in music production, composing, this is the competition for you. It allows you to integrate your technology side and your arts side in a unique and creative way. Remember, if you're competing in the fall season of TSA, your music production project is due on December 10th. Please see the fall addendum for more information. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentations for this year's Digital Fall Rally.